Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Hurricane Adalia is expected to hit Florida sometime this morning. And Bell County is expected to vote on the Bell County Circuit Judge in the upcoming November election.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on August 30th. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, I think that we're expecting some decent weather here as far as I know, but as I just said, Hurricane Adalia is expecting to hit, just updated to a Category 4. So
exactly. We'll let you talk about that here in just a minute, but we're going to focus on our weather here at home this morning. We'll do the updated track on Adalia and the main weather at 5 o'clock, but we're going to talk about the dense fog advisory that is out for parts of our region until 10 o'clock this morning. Here's the dense fog map there, and you can see zero visibility in quite a few locations this morning in Moorhead, Jackson, Hazard, London, Williamsburg, so it's a big swath of area. There's the dense fog advisory, covers most of our region all the way back down into parts of Tennessee as well. Not our counties in Tennessee, but down into parts of Middle Tennessee. So just continue to watch out for that. Cameras across the region. We see a little bit of fog at the London Corman Airport, Moorhead along I-64, trying to build in outside the WYMT studios. Have to maybe reposition that Buffalo Mountain camera there just a little bit. I'm sure we'll see some at Jenkins and Pikeville here pretty soon. Now, as you step out the door this morning, you will realize that it is much cooler out there this morning. Dew point's still up a little bit, but we're in the 50s right now up in Irvin, 70 in Harlan, but that's it. Everybody else is in the 60s this morning. It's very comfortable out there today, and we've got, after this fog rolls out, we've got a mix of sun and clouds. Going to be a gorgeous day, but here's the thing. We're not done just yet. We have another front. It's a dry front coming through tonight, and it's going to be even more pleasant tomorrow. I'll have the latest forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Hurricane Adalia became a Category 4 storm just a few minutes ago, and the storm is expected to make landfall this morning. A state of emergency has been declared and evacuation orders have been issued to dozens of Florida counties, with deadly storm surges expected to reach as high as 15 feet in some areas. Most Floridians have already found strong shelter or left, but Governor DeSantis warns those who are staying behind to brave the storm to be cautious.
If you do choose to stay in one of the evacuation zones, first responders will not be able to get you until after the storm has passed.
U.S. Coast Guard units and more than 5,000 National Guard troops are prepared for search and rescue operations. Thousands of electricity workers are also standing by to help restore power quickly after the hurricane passes. Louisville police officer Nicholas Wilt will be honored as Kentuckian of the Year. Officer Wilt is back home rehabbing after he was shot in the head during the mass shooting at Old National Bank in Louisville back in April. He was one of the first officers to respond to the bank. Police said his response likely saved lives. The Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Awards ceremony is November 4th. We are a little more than 2 months away from the general election, and Bell County has an important position to fill. On June 6, Judge Robert Costanzo announced his retirement as Bell County Circuit Judge, meaning the November ballot will have a race for Circuit Judge. One of the candidates is Commonwealth's attorney Lisa Fugit, who says she wants to focus on safety.
I want safety for them. I want this entire county to be safe and know that that jail is not going to be a revolving door.
Fugit says as circuit judge, she can ensure that kids are safer. Good hearing and vision are two important qualities for kids to have in order to perform well in school. However, in a report by the CDC, it says that vision and hearing disabilities are two of the most common conditions for kids younger than 18. And Roy G. Eversole nurse Brittany Inguijato says there are things parents can do to ensure their child gets the help they need.
If a parent is noticing, signs or symptoms at home, they can reach out to us and we'll be happy to do their screening here at school, get that completed. We can always send the paperwork home and let them know, how that went. And we always recommend that if they receive any kind of notice of a referral that they follow up, as quickly as possible, get appointments scheduled.
Inguijato says school nurses can do both vision and hearing screenings at school. U.S. News and World Report have named 2 Eastern Kentucky high schools in the state's top 20 high schools for 2023. Both high schools are independent school districts. Paintsville High School was ranked 15th in the state, while Pikeville High School was ranked 16th. The next highest school district among the Mountain Range is Harlan High School at 28. And thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, the Biden administration announced the first round of prescription drugs that will have negotiated a price point.